So let's talk. This situation is a bit of a mess, but the good thing about it is, the winner's going to come out with 2 belts and an IBF mandatory spot. I don't know how the WBA factors in. They don't, really. So this weekend on the Zone and over in the UK is going to be on Sky Sports this Saturday, June the 15th, 2019 at 2 p.m. Eastern here on the Zone. It's 2 p.m. right? Let me check. Let me check for y'all. The card's starting at 2 p.m. It's going to be busy all day Saturday. So I got several videos. It is Wednesday, 8:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, June the 12th, 2019. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. And nobody talking about it. You know, I did a quick scroll through YouTube just for Dorticos versus Tabiti. And nobody really's talking about it. I mean, shout out to Boxing World Weekly. They did a 4-minute video. I don't even know these people, never heard of them before. But there's no real buzz, and more importantly, I'm disappointed in Mayweather Promotions of not really repping Tabiti enough. I mean, post some shit on social media. He has a chance if he was to win this World Boxing. I know I'm a little bit off the path, but follow me. He has a chance, you know, if he were to win. I'm not saying he will. However, I think he's the dark horse, and I'm rooting for him. But I don't know. Like, he's still a big ass question mark around him. But all right, let me get back on track. June the 15th on the Zone, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a busy day. ESPN Plus has fights on all day, starting with Andrew Maloney in the morning. And I'm going to be up, ironically, in the morning over in Australia fighting on ESPN Plus. But here it's going to be like 8 a.m. or so. Then you got Josh Warrington versus Kid Galahad. Then the Fury card. And, you know, it's going to be busy. So this takes precedence over all of the fights that day. These are the most important fights to me. Because why? The main event, Mairis Briedis. Let's go check out his resume a little bit. I covered these fights. 25-1 with 18 KOs. I covered his fight against Giver Desliere. No, I was sick. I might have covered this fight. Did I? I think I watched it. I don't know if I covered it. Of course, Alexander Usyk. I covered Mike Perez. Have we seen him since? Yeah, he has been back. Still at cruiserweight. Marco Hoop. So he's fighting a fighter by the name of Krzysztof Glowacki, and a lot of people feel that Briedis is not the same as he used to be. Now, understand this. This is going to be for the vacant WBC title because Alexander Usyk has officially vacated, or have they made him champion in recess? Likely he's been champion in recess. So this is going to be for the vacant WBC cruiserweight title, right? He's already a diamond champion, but also the WBO title because Krzysztof Glowacki, who he's facing, 31-1-0 with 19 KOs, fought for the WBO interim in his last fight. So now he's been elevated to actual champion. So looking at this is a mess. All right, WBA is a mess. So let me break it down to you. Briedis right now, you might as well say he is the WBC champion, even though he's not on paper. He's the diamond. But going into this fight, he has more stake. He's basically the #1 contender. Okay? So, you have Denis Lebedev, who's the WBA champion in recess. He was. And now I guess he's WBA Super World because Usyk has moved up. I remember covering Babette Shumanov last fight where he won the WBA World title. Now, the WBA, they just make me sick. And Gilberto Mendoza, he's strutting around right now as we speak with Andy Ruiz. Right now as we speak, living the life. Yeah, it was for I covered this against Hesney Atunkawa. It's crazy. I'll show you. I'll be right back. Yeah, see? Look, I was sick of the WBA then, too. Look, this is me. Now, at this point in time, I couldn't walk. I remember this. Look how skinny I was.
So, and actually shows a real...
I was pissed.
Relief ultimately for Alton Kaya because he was...
So, as you can see, the title, they had 4 champions at that point in time. Make me sick. And the reason why I'm holding my arm like that, I had like a bit of, oh, it's crazy, but let's stop living in the past. But anyway, so as the co-feature, you're going to have Yuniel Dorticos versus Andrew Tabiti. Now, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Is this going to be for the IBF title? Because Tabiti is the #1 contender. And you have Dorticos. I haven't read any word that it's for the IBF title. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. But either way, I think it is. So as you can see, potential 3 titles on the line in this tournament. And once again, no buzz. The only problem is the WBA got to clean up their shit. So I expect for the winner of the World Boxing Super Series, which right now, I'm going to guess the finals are going to take place somewhere around the end of the year, which makes total, sense. Don't have any plans. Don't think it's going to be the United States. They're probably going to do Saudi Arabia or something like that. And the winner is likely going to fight Denis Lebedev to go for undisputed. Murat Gassiev is returning at the end of this month on the, I believe, wait, he's not fighting in heavyweight, right? This next fight, I forgot. On Andre versus Soluski. So to talk about the World Boxing Super Series as a whole, this season has been struggling. Here, let's go over here. It's been struggling. So here's the tournament so far, how it looks, or how it did look. Bantamweight tournament, 118 pounds. You have, in the first round, you had Ryan Burnett versus Nonito Donaire. Donaire won. Donaire went on a fight Stephen Young was his name. And now he's fighting Naoya Inoue in the finals in what's going to be a crazy fight. Somebody's getting knocked out, and many feel that Donaire is too long in the tooth. But his left hook ain't no myth. Cruiserweight, Mairis Briedis beat Noel McHallion. He's fighting Glowacki. The winner's going to go on to fight Yuniel Dorticos and Tabiti. Glowacki had beat Vaslov. Dorticos, Masternak. Andrew Tabiti had beat Ruslan Fafer. I covered all of these fights. So far, the finals are working out the way that people who've covered the tournament would have liked them to work out. I really wanted to see Donaire versus TstreeT, but you can't get everything you want. So in the finals for the cruiserweight, I want to see Glowacki versus I think Glowacki's going to beat Briedis. I think Glowacki's going to beat Briedis. I know, but I think he's going to beat Briedis. I want to see Glowacki versus Andrew Tabiti. However, I think that in this tournament, the money fight would be Briedis versus Dorticos. Even right now, the money fight is Briedis versus Glowacki, but I'm talking about for the finals. So, super lightweight, 140. You got Josh Taylor, who's taking on Regis Prograis. They're working on a venue for that now in the finals. Terry Flanagan had this is the way it was. I mean, for every round, it's working out the way it was. The cruiserweight was kind of a, TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I will be back for the weigh-ins. I know this video is all over the place, but I will be back for the weigh-ins. And we'll talk a little bit more about the fighters. And right now, the World Boxing Super Series, people thinking that it's going to be around next year. I've heard the rumors of a 175-pound World Boxing Super Series, but why would they use their name and their brand when Top Ranking just do their own tournament? It makes no sense. Unless it was like a funding thing, but I'm sure ESPN and Disney and Top Ranking, pull out the money for their own tournament. So right now, it looks like this is going to be the last year of the World Boxing Super Series. I mean, look, the money is, look. They're not even streaming their press conferences. Don't get me started on what was going on with Regis Prograis and them putting them in venues that was too big. And it's not disrespect, it's just that, come on, they could have did better than that. And it wasn't an American promoter either. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.